Hey everyone, I've been getting a lot of questions regarding these guys, and even though I've answered a lot of them, I keep getting asked the same question over and over again anyway. So either people don't want to read my answers or don't know how to read. So because of that, I guess I have no choice but to do a video and explain some stuff for you guys. So first off, these guys are Japanese only. The reason why is because in Japan, Bakugan started first, and it, from what I understand, didn't take off very well. So I'm guessing it probably has to do with the fact that, unlike over here, in Japan, Pokemon is still huge, and there's like tons of other stuff out there, you know, too, like Digimon and stuff. So to Japan, this is just kind of another one of those, it's just another one of those things. So I guess it didn't really take off as well. But I think it was about like half a year after it started airing in Japan, they started airing it over in like the US and Canada, and it really took off over here, obviously. So they pretty much kind of gave up, it seemed like, in Japan, and they started New Vestroia, and it was just really weird because the way anime works is because the anime is made in Japan and it's done in Japanese, and then afterwards anime is brought over to the US and is dubbed into English, or Canada for this matter, because I think it was a Canadian company, I'm pretty sure, that does the dubbing. But anyway, regardless of which, the point is that Japan did not have New Vestroia when we had New Vestroia. But I guess Japan decided to try again with Bakugan, and they started airing New Vestroia around the same time that Gundalian Invaders started for us. So Japan is now behind by a season, and so that's why they're releasing these guys now, because Japan is on New Vestroia. So as far as us ever getting these guys, I highly doubt it, because we're no longer in New Vestroia, so it seems pointless to release these guys. So with that being said, where I got them from, I got them on eBay. I'm sure that other sites sell these packs. I know I've seen a couple of them for sale on some sites that I go to, but not this particular pack. It's just ones that have like Neo Dragonoid and, you know, like just like Viper Helios, and just ones that are pretty obvious that like we already have over here and it's pointless to buy them. But this pack in particular, this is what they call them, their entry value packs, and it's the same thing as the Brawler game packs pretty much. It's just their name for it. And it's numbered BBT04, and they're also known as a Super Evolution Battle. So that's like the pack name too. Like I said, it's pretty much the only place you can get them is Japan, and that's probably the only place you'll ever get them. So if you want them, I'd say look for them, but they're going to be expensive. I think they're probably hard to come by even in Japan, seeing how the price really drastically increased. I paid $29 for these guys from the one seller, and he's now selling them, the last time I checked, for $95. So they've obviously really gone up in price. I think they're retailed at around $20-some, so paying $29 wasn't too bad, but I think paying $95 is a bit ridiculous. But like I said, if you really want them, I guess that's really the only way you can get them. What else did I want to say? As far as like Wilda, people asking about that, I'm sure there's going to be another one of these evolution packs. I don't think this is the end of it, especially because if you take a look at Master Ingram, some people have mentioned this to me, I didn't really pay attention, but on the back of Master Ingram, whoops, kind of closes one wing, he has a little peg that comes out, and that is obviously going to be for Shadow Wing. So because of that, there must be another pack coming out with Shadow Wing in it. So I'm assuming that they'll probably release something with like Shadow Wing and Wilda in it and a couple other Bakugan. Also, the DVD that came with the pack also seemed to hint at the fact that they were going to be making the mechanical Bakugan, the ones that are obviously like the second mechanical Bakugan that the Vexos got. So that would be pretty cool if they did release those. I hope so. One other thing to mention as far as these guys is I've been asked several times if I will trade them, if I will sell them, The answer is no. I would not have bought them if I didn't want them. They're part of my collection, and especially since they're Japanese ones, I value them a lot more than the American ones. Also, one more thing to mention too, the translucent cross Dragonoid that comes with the DS game for Japan, not for the US, I'm probably going to pass on him, because I have a cross Dragonoid. It's not like I really need a translucent one, and cheapest I've found the game was like $55, and it just seems kind of pointless to buy the game for the DS in Japanese so that I won't be able to read it or understand it, even though it would be cool to have all the Japanese voices in there if they talk in the game. But regardless, I don't think that's worth a translucent cross Dragonoid. So at least I have one. But anyway, I wanted to mention also one more thing before I end this video. The Bakutex, I had mentioned that the part swapping actually is really cool now that I know what the whole purpose is. And I did notice also, you'll see in the video I'm going to show you, they have a different Flare Dragonoid. He has like gold feet and like gold horns and stuff, so I wonder if he's out or if he's just like a very rare version of Flare Dragonoid. But I don't know, I'll show you guys the video what I'm talking about, but pretty much what they're showing you in the video is that if you swap out parts, like see how he has plastic feet, if you can swap this foot out for a metal foot, and so you keep this metal here, but then you swap out for a plastic thing on the arm here, he'll be a lot heavier on one side than the other. Well, I mean, you could just do one part swap and it'll still give him some weight on the one side, but you can give him even extra weight by putting two metal parts. But it'll make more sense when I show you this video. Hang on one second.
オリジナルの爆弾を完成させてバトルに挑め。カスタマイズで爆弾の重心を変化させてさまざまなシュートを可能にすることができるぞ。どうだい、スーパーシュートの威力は。
So as you can see, that's actually really cool, because if you put more weight on one side of the Bakugan, it gives it like a curve when you roll it. So Bakutex are really nice if you play the actual game. So well, I think there's one other thing I want to mention. There's also a lot of gameplay rules in the video as well, and one of the things that I noticed which I was surprised at was that they showed double stand. So apparently in the Japanese rules, double stand is an actual part of the game, unlike from what I understand in the US version. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think double stand exists outside of that video game. And it makes sense why it's in the video game now, because that's part of the Japanese rules, and half the time video games are all made in Japan as far as anime related ones, so that's probably why they had double stand in it. So anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. This wasn't an episode of the Baku Review, this is just me kind of answering some questions pretty much. So stay tuned for the next episode of the Baku Review, because I had mentioned I was going to be showing you guys stuff like Gren and Damakor, who is freaking awesome. He's one of my favorite Bakugan now, and I'll show you exactly why when I do the review on him. So stay tuned. I also have Ramdal and Megaris as well to show you guys.